Got the big fine. Happy holidays, you Yinzies. Good to see all you guys. Happy holidays. Great to see you. Great to have you over here in the live chat. Y'all, what's cracking lacking? Big G's back in the building for a holiday edition of Keeping It 100 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. What's cracking lacking? Good holiday season, because I don't know what people celebrate. I don't know what people know. I don't know what people, like or dislike, but I can always say happy holidays. You see, I'm lit up like a Christmas tree over here. I got the Steelers Yenzi hat on, lit up like a Christmas tree. I got the Ohio State Buckeyes Christmas tree in the back. Yeah, it's that holiday season, man. Good to see all you guys in the live chat. And if you've never been here with the KnoItAllz podcast, make sure that you like and subscribe and or share on all different platforms where you get it. You can catch us audio and or video. You're watching us live on YouTube right now. Make sure you like and subscribe and share. Super chats are wide open. We appreciate all you guys, and a super chat guarantees that your comment is right on the screen. It's the holiday season. It's the festive season. So why not just gift the super chat over here to the KnoItAllz podcast channel? And we appreciate all y'all. Listen up, Yenzies. Oh, wait a minute. Before I do that, let me start saying hello to some of the people over in the live chat, because it wouldn't be no Big G unless it was for the Yens that follow me over here on Steelers on KnoItAllz podcast for the Steelers. So, known ballers, man, we appreciate you to be in the building. Steeler Lee in the building. George Trezin in the building. The diabolical Claude Bishop himself. What's cracking, man? Claude, good to see you, man. We know that a bunch of folks is going to fall in. We normally get about 100, maybe so, to watch it live. I'm going to go for about 30 minutes today, huddle up with y'all, talk to you about the Steelers and the state of the Steelers and what we getting for a big present this year for the Pittsburgh Steelers. First of all, you Yenzies, 3 straight W's. 3 straight W's. Merry Christmas, Claude. We appreciate the $5 super chat, man. Merry Christmas to you, man. Claude, there would be no me without you. I say all the time, you like my arch nemesis, man. But without G, there would be no Claude, and without Claude, there'd be no G. It's like Batman and Joker, Joker and Batman. So I appreciate you, Claude, for rocking with us today, man. Merry Christmas, man. Hey, so listen. 3 straight Yenzies. 3 straight Yenzies. 3 freaking straight Yenzies. We done won 3 in a row. And for all y'all that rock with us and walk over on the show, there's some diabolical people that owe some apologies, starting with that dude over the bleachers, the speakers, that big trash June, talking about what the Detroit Lions was going to do to the Pittsburgh Steelers. They did absolutely nothing. They did nothing. And we walked out of there with a win. W. But y'all, all hell done broke loose with the Steelers since then. DK Metcalf suspended 2 games. There's video footage that just came out a few minutes ago where the actual fan says that was the goal, to get him thrown out of the game and get him started and get him this, that, and this. He says it live. You can actually go on Instagram, Twitter, and watch it and see it. But as of now, the NFL has suspended DK Metcalf for 2 games. As of now, we don't know whether or not TJ Watt's going to play. As of now. We would like him to be back this week. We would like Nick Herbig to be back. We would like James Pierre to be back. We would like Pete to be back. You got Echols on the IR. Well, not on the IR, but been hurt. And you got Calvin Austin III, which is another wide receiver that's got an issue. Yo, we got a lot going on. We got a lot. Yeah, Steeler Lee, you are correct, bro. He's a stalker going all the way back to a Seahawks days. Absolutely. What's up, Pickens, you big dummy, man? Good to see you, man, in the building, man. Right? So, what type of gift will the Steelers get by Sunday? We all know, all the Yens that follow and watch and do the show and all whatever else, we all know that the diabolical Baltimore Ratbirds play on Saturday night, right? So we can have the big gift wrapped up before we even step on the field on Sunday. We can have the big gift. The big gift could be that the Ratbirds lose to the Green Bay Packers, and we're already in the playoffs, and so it don't even matter. But does it matter, Yenzies? Because I think we need momentum and everything else that we need in order to continue to win games going into the playoffs. Y'all listen, there was a lot of Yenzies, and myself included, that was giving this team hell about the middle of the season because we didn't know what we were getting. This team was all in to get victories this season. It didn't look like it, but we got a big gift, right? Still, at least said, I'm concerned because I don't see Malik Willis beating the Ravens. I don't know if Malik Willis is going to start. I mean, I know that Jordan Love is in concussion protocol, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. And Malik Willis didn't play bad against the Diabolical Bears. No. I actually watched the game. There was a couple calls that went 2 or 3 here for Chicago that put him in position to win. But I'm not worried about it. But I think that the Packers can pull it together. The Micah Parsons injury for them worries me more about anything. But Baltimore's not a good freaking team. Let's not get it twisted. Baltimore's not a good team. They're not. So we could have it packaged up and gift up. We could. We could have it packaged and gift up before we play on Sunday. But that's not the gift that I think that the Steelers is looking for. The Steelers Nation is looking for. That's not the gift. The gift is that we need to take care of our business and handle our business and play football against them diabolical Cleveland Browns on Sunday. Now, let's talk about some of the pleasant gifts that we received this year as Steelers Nation that we didn't know we was going to get. First of all, let's start with the biggest gift, Kenneth Gainwell. Kenneth Gainwell was an absolute huge gift package from the Philadelphia Eagles to the Pittsburgh Steelers this year for the 2025 football season. Y'all, Kenneth Gainwell, to me, is running back one in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. He's running back one. You cannot just look at the catch that he had against the Detroit Lions for a touchdown. I mean, oh my God. Kenneth Gainwell has proven to be our most reliable receiver. Kenneth Gainwell at times has looked as our most reliable running back coming out of the backfield. Kenneth Gainwell's that dude, man. That was a present that we got from the Philadelphia Eagles. We appreciate you, Philadelphia Eagles. We appreciate you because he's been a pleasant, outstanding gift for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Still, Lee, I don't disagree. I think Gainwell's the MVP of the team so far this season, man. He's played outstanding football. And that's one hell of a gift to get, right? Second gift, pleasant surprise gift, sneaky gift. Dylan Cook, number 60. I know we have a short sample size. I know that we picked him up off the street about a few weeks back. I know he's been cut multiple times by the Pittsburgh Steelers. But, y'all, it's not by coincidence that Aaron Rodgers and this offense has looked 1,000 times better based on the play of the offensive line. We've had outstanding play, to me, this season out of Troy Polamalu and Zach Frazier. And how in the hell Zach Frazier didn't make the Pro Bowl is just diabolical. How did he not make the Pro Bowl? I mean, you got to be freaking kidding me. How did he not get there? But that's a whole nother story. We're going to talk about that a little bit tonight on Steelers Almighty and on Smash the Gas over here on the KnoItAllz podcast channel. Mean Green, what the Steelers need to do is ride the momentum with this 3-game win streak. Make it 4 straight this week. Wrap up the division going forward into postseason play. Mean Gene, that is 150% facts. Absolute facts. Man, what's up, Josh, man? Good to see you, man, in the building, man. We appreciate you. So, gift, the play of the offensive line. Mason McCormick, Troy Polamalu, the pre-mentioned Zach Frazier, Dylan Cook. Yeah. Now, see, Amalu stays, he gets hurt and all whatever else. But when he plays, right? Our offensive line is solidified. That is a pleasant gift. I know for a fact that I've been calling for a couple of years that the Pittsburgh Steelers has been trying to build a bully from the offensive and defensive line standpoints. Outstanding job by the Pittsburgh Steelers offensive line. Huge gift in the department of the Steelers to continue to win and going forward. Gift number 3, Kyle Duggar. safety pickup for a fifth-round pick at the trade deadline. He solidified our safety position. I love Deshaun Elliott. I think Deshaun Elliott is an outstanding safety. But if you watch the play of Duggar with Jalen Ramsey playing safety, oh my God. The Pittsburgh Steelers, matter of fact, when we get Elliott back, whenever he does come back, I'm hearing it's going to be next season. But when we get Elliott back, Elliott, Ramsey, and Duggar, oh my God. I mean, that might be the strongest safety position room in the NFL. Outstanding. And who would think that we would have got Duggar for a gift wrap present from the team that we're trying to catch and beat, that we already beat in the regular season, the New England Patriots, as a gift for the Pittsburgh Steelers this season. Outstanding play. Interception return for a touchdown. Now, he's got skill at hand sometimes. Sometimes he just, oh my God, he just drops the ball where he should get fixed. But he plays great defense at the safety position, and we needed him. So we appreciate that gift. 2 more gifts to go. 1 more gift. Well, 2 more gifts, but 1 main one. Gift the development of Darnell Washington at the tight end position. Who would have thought? Who would have thought when we entered the season, when we traded for Jonnu Smith, we had Pratt Firemouth, we got the diabolical Super Hayward on the roster, that Darnell Mount Washington would develop into our number 1 tight end. Outstanding gift. The kid's 300+ pounds, can catch anything, and I'm telling you, DBs get scared when he's coming this way. They don't want that smoke. They don't want those issues, man. What'd you say, Mean Green? He said the backfield combo of Warren and Gainwell is going to be an unstoppable force going into the stretch. I hope so. I hope so. And I got some thoughts that about with this DK suspension, I think you're going to see more 2-back sets or where both guys is on the field a lot more moving forward. I think that you're going to see Gainwell maybe playing a slot receiver and Warren lined up in the backfield. And you might even see them interchange with each other. Hey, Tim, man, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate you loving the hat. Dig it, bro. So, but I think that you're going to see that moving forward with DK being suspended and with the health of Calvin Austin. So, yeah, it's an unstoppable force. And we're going to lean heavy on it for the next 2 weeks for the Pittsburgh Steelers. We're actually going to need both those guys to play outstanding football. And that includes Darnell Washington being in the blocking game and the passing game, right? We absolutely are going to need those guys. And my last gift for the 2025 season for the Pittsburgh Steelers, the big gift, my quarterbacks, Aaron Rodgers. Y'all, we brought, extra. He was right off the back, extra black. He was right off the back. I said, Dylan Cook, he was my gift number 3. Absolutely. But you 100% won that one, bro. Dylan Cook, big time gift. But my quarterbacks, Aaron Rodgers, is the big. He's the one that we've been waiting on since Big Ben walked out the room. Y'all, we brought Aaron Rodgers to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania to win in December and January. And look what's happening. The Pittsburgh Steelers is winning in December and January because of the play of my quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. Y'all, I've been saying it. I told the diabolical one June last week at the podcast, I said, you're going to see the best version of the Pittsburgh Steelers going into this game against Detroit. Every week, week after week after week, he's gotten a little bit better, a little bit better, a little bit better. And now you're seeing my quarterbacks out there killing them. Big time gift us. We need a quarterback, man. Baby hands, Kenny Pickett, get him out of here. No way, right? Mean Green, man, Big G, today is December 23rd. On this date in 1973, Franco Harris caught and scored the Immaculate Reception. That is absolutely big facts. Mean Green, that might be the biggest gift in Pittsburgh Steelers history. In the history of the Pittsburgh Steelers, that might be the biggest gift ever. It changed the trajectory of the franchise forever. We went on to be a 4-time Super Bowl champion. Come on, man. That might be the biggest gift ever, man. Rye D, what's up, man? Should get single covered with a stack box for the run. AR8 should cook. Man, he's been cooking. Absolutely, man. George, that's what's up. 72 is right. That's big facts. That might be the biggest gift in the Pittsburgh Steelers history. That could be the biggest gift, right? That immaculate reception. Oh my God. Oh my God. Right. So, but it's giving season, right? It's gift giving, holidays, all whatever else. So I need this team to give us a big time gift and get a big time win in Cuyahoga County, Ohio. I need a big win this week out of the Pittsburgh Steelers. I need this. Man, Eric Williams said, the Baltimore Ravens, that's big facts. They super trash. Get them out of here. I can't, you know what? I wish all the bad things in the world happened to the Ratbirds and only the Ratbirds, man. Absolutely. I wish them no Christmas love at all. Get out of here. Get up on out of here, man. G Stacks, man, what's going on? Big G, if Dylan Cook keeps playing on this level, will he be our future left tackle? He's our future. The future's now, G Stack. The future's now. He's starting. Roger, I don't care if Roger Jones comes back or not. He's a swing tackle. He's not going to start in front of him. And Pete will be back this week too. So I could see Pete maybe playing a guard position and letting Spencer Anderson continue to play the position he plays, which is a pseudo tackle tight end. But yeah, Dylan Cook ain't getting his. Roger Jones ain't getting his. Short Bus Jones, he ain't getting his job, man. Ryan, what's up, man? He said, Merry Christmas to you, Big G, and the chat. Big gift on no stacks for Miles getting the record on us. That would be a great gift to this week, man. Extra Black, man. He said, I'm really hoping that we sign Alan Lazard. I don't want to see Roman Wilson back on the field. Well, this is the deal, okay? With the health and condition of Calvin Austin and DK getting the suspensions, we have to do something. Because of right now, all we have is Scotty Miller, Ben Skoranek, Adam Thielen, and Skillet Hands MVS. Those are our 4 receivers. We got to take a 5th receiver into this, man. We got to take a 5th receiver into this. Merry Christmas to you, Tim. I appreciate you, man. Merry Christmas to you, man. Right? So you got to take a 5th receiver into this. Something's got to happen. Now, today's Tuesday. If they don't sign Alan Lazard by late today, Roman Wilson will be reactivated onto the roster. Roman Wilson, because you got to carry 5 receivers into it. Jason said, Malachi Lemon for USC, we need him. I don't know, man. I don't know. If I have my personal choice, we take Carnell Tate out of Ohio State. But that's Big G's preference and his bias. But Malachi Lemon's good. But I'll say this much. We're going to have a lot of money in this offseason, and the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to draft a wide receiver, maybe 2, but they're going to have a lot of money to spend, so they might be able to hand pick a wide receiver. So I wouldn't be mad at drafting a wide receiver and picking a wide receiver. But going back to the current state of the condition of the Steelers now, we're going to have to do something for the 5th receiver spot for the game, Mr. Brown. I look for Roman to get a helmet. I mean, a lot of people don't want to see it, but I look for him to get a helmet. Jason said, I love Carnell, but I like it if we'd be able to get him because he's going to get picked high in the draft. Yeah, Lemon might go in front of him. We'll see at the draft evaluation. If any of you guys have never followed us on the KnoItAllz podcast channel for our draft evaluations and coverage, when I'm telling you it's going to be off the chain this season, it's going to be off the chain. We're going to have replayable content for breakdown of positions. We'll look at probably get some all 22 highlights on there. We're going to have it broke down this year on the KnoItAllz podcast channel concerning positions and needs for the Pittsburgh Steelers, man. Eric Williams, man, good to see you. Tomlin going to Broderick Jones like he said he did Slay by allowing Pierre to start. No, Tomlin's not going to do that. He's not. Broderick Jones will not be back in the starting tackle. If he does, Tomlin's sabotaging his own season because he's shown he can't handle it. Rodgers Jones is not a suitable left tackle. Get out of here, bro. He sucks, right? D said, Big Spencer is getting a catch Sunday. Man, he should. I mean, listen, have you seen him out there running freaking routes? Absolutely, he's out there. Dog, he's open, and he could get a catch. And I wouldn't be shocked if Rodgers throws in the ball, man. Denzel Boston 100. Yeah, man. I ain't mad at you. I mean, there's some receivers in positions of need this year in the draft for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So, yeah, I ain't mad at Denzel Boston. I like that, right? But the biggest gift that can get given to us Yensies is the Steelers to get the big win against the diabolical Cleveland Browns. I can't stand Cleveland. Not as much as I hate Baltimore, but I can't stand Cleveland, right? But the deal has been the last several years, we go to Cuyahoga County and we can't get our mind right. I don't know what it's about, right? Jason, yes, the film was beautiful. See our new left tackle, Dylan Cook, performed so much better than Broderick. Listen, so my boy Big B did the breakdown for the All-22 film. If you haven't watched it, go over to Steelers Almighty and check it out. The breakdown is unbelievable. But when I'm telling you, I have never watched All-22 film as the intensity level that I watched All-22 film this week. Because I'm like, man, I just want to see. Is it really that we got one? And when I'm telling you with Dylan Cook, we got one with Dylan Cook. Listen, this kid is unbelievable. He's a left tackle for sure. And the issue was he didn't have the experience prior to playing this position. He had a very limited experience at NC State because for you guys that don't know, he was a quarterback in high school. He played quarterback in high school. And they moved him to left tackle. So he's got the feet and athleticism. He's got the arm length and all the different things you need to be able to play left tackle in the league. Now he just needs the experience, right? Vickers, you big dummy. I've been wanting tape from OSU all season. Yeah, facts. Zachariah Brand, speed and hands, route running. Yeah, facts. We hate y'all too. Go Browns. Yeah, we hate you, sweet Lamar Thomas. We hate the diabolical Cleveland Browns. Get them out of here. I can't stand them. Get them out. And that's why we're going to whoop y'all this weekend. But we'll talk about that more as the week goes on, right? Eric Williams, sorry I meant Broderick Jones is not going to start over Cook. You better believe that. That's what like he did Slay by allowing Pierre to start. Yeah. Pierre going to start when he get back too, right? And that's a little small. You know how you get a stocking stuffer? A stocking stuffer gift for the Pittsburgh Steelers this year was Asante Samuel Jr. Y'all, Asante Samuel Jr., James Pierre, Echols, Joey Porter Jr., dog, our cornerback room is solid. Solid, man. Jason, man, yep. We ran 2 big home run plays on Dylan Cook's side. That's how you play left tackle. That's absolute freaking fact, right? Diabolical clowns. Yeah, the big trash Cleveland clowns. Get them out of here, right? I knew that, and he knows that the quarterback needs protection. Yeah, absolutely. That's the whole reason why we're going to keep starting Cook. Mean Green said, Big G, with DK out, the Steelers need to involve Mount Washington and Freiermuth more. Yeah, absolutely. But I think you're going to get more sets with Gainwell in as a wide receiver. You're going to get Jalen Warren playing running back, but you're going to get more sets with Gainwell playing wide receiver. But you actually have to involve Jonnu Smith more. Jonnu Smith is actually, and I'm glad he's finally carving out a role for the Steelers offense, but Jonnu Smith is going to have to be involved in the game planning a lot more. There's going to be a lot of pressure on Jonnu Smith and Pratt Freiermuth to be involved with DK being out. But the big hit is you're going to see more Gainwell out there because he's got the best hands on the team. Let's be perfectly clear. All right? Extra Black, do you think the Steelers will see Deshaun Elliott this year? If I had to go percentage, I'd probably go 20% or less. He's probably not going to play, man. He had a grueling injury, man. But you never know. You never know. I think his mindset is he'll be back next year. A playoff run, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Anthony, what's up, man? Good to see you. Protect Rodgers at all costs. Can't have Myles Garrett knocking him out for the rest of the season. Absolutely. That's why with Pete returning to the lineup this week, I would like to see Pete play guard and like to see Cook at tackle and then have Anderson as that outside, whatever you want to call it, extra tackle tight end in the game. That way, he's getting 2 and 3 guys that's running at him, and he's getting chip blocked all the time too, either from Jalen Warren or Gainwell. And I'm telling y'all this week too, Johnson is going to get a helmet. Johnson got deactivated last week. Roman got deactivated last week. No injuries specification. They were deactivated because they just didn't have room on the 53. You're going to get a helmet for Johnson this week. Johnson's going to get some carries. You have to do that because Gainwell's going to be playing more wide receiver, man. Great one. What's up, man? Our tight ends need the ball with DK out. Yeah. Well, let's just be clear. We only need this really for one game. Let's be clear, right? I don't care what the diabolical Raptors do. It would be great if they lose to the Packers, right? But regardless, we control our destiny. So what we got to do is beat the Browns. If we beat the Browns, then we can rest everybody the last week. It doesn't even really matter. We can rest everybody. You might get Will Howard in at quarterback so you can actually see what this kid looks like, but it don't even matter. So the issue at hand is to beat the diabolical Cleveland Browns. We beat the Browns, and guess what? The DK suspension doesn't really have an impact because we didn't really need him. This is a one-game and show. We beat the Browns. It's done. It's a wrap. There's nothing that Baltimore can do. We control our own destiny, right? Will Watt and Herbig play this week? I think one of the two, but you might get both of them. In my opinion, I think one of the two is going to play. I think Herbig's going to play. But hell, look at baby Jack Sawyer out there balling out of control. Jack Sawyer was out. Highsmith was balling out of control, right? Yeah, I think we're going to get either Herbig or Watt back this week. I wouldn't be shocked at all if it was Herbig, but I know Watt. Watt's going to want to play against the Cleveland Browns, man, especially with Myles Garrett looming to break his sack record. Yeah, Watt's going to want to play. But he had a punctured lung, man. It's going to take time for it to heal. My biggest concern is just to have Watt back on the playoff. And, that used to be the big curse. We were 1-11 without TJ Watt playing in any games and all whatever else. Well, we done won 2 in a row without him because we developed and drafted players to put him in position to play in our scheme for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And, oh, by the way, like I said, we got a stocking stuffer gift with Asante Samuel. We got a nice gift, too, with that damn Harmon playing defensive tackle. Any of you guys that watched the All-22 film, Harmon gets a triple A+ for his play in the All-22 film. Derek Harmon is an absolute one monster. You're not running the ball on him. I don't give a damn. You just go back and ask, Mr. Gibbs. Ask Montgomery what happens when you run up in there and you're trying to get some yards on him in between the tackles. It ain't happening. Harmon dominated the Detroit Lions defensive line. I saw him totally destroy Penny Sewell. I'm talking about literally destroy him. I saw it with my own eyes. Harmon's a monster, man. Harmon is a monster. Extra Black said Jack Sawyer is a better run stuffer, but he's a liability in pass coverage. That is fact. He hasn't learned how to do that yet. I think he can do it, but he hasn't learned how to do it. Harmon is a wall. Big facts, Rye. Big facts, Harmon's the wall, right? So, Pittsburgh Steelers, I know you listen to me. I know you're out there. I know Coach Tomlin. I know you're listening. I know organization. You're listening. You're out there in podcast land somewhere. I need you to give us the gift this week. I need the gift of beating the Cleveland Browns and wrapping up the division and wrapping up a playoff berth for these Pittsburgh Steelers with 4 in a row. Because really, to be honest, if we beat Cleveland, I don't even care about what happens the last game against the Ratbirds. Who cares? Will Howard, you'll see him. You'll see a lot of the backups. The 2 biggest gifts that the Pittsburgh Steelers need to give us this week is the win against the Cleveland Browns and to get out of that game with no injuries. The win this week and to get out of that game with no injury. If we're able to do that, ladies and gentlemen, we literally get 2 weeks to rest. We literally get 2 weeks to rest and heal up and get everybody together to go for the Pittsburgh Steelers with the Week 1 playoff game. And by the way, we're going to host the playoff game if we win. Yeah, I know Rocket Sanders is starting. Because if you guys didn't know, Quinshon Judkins had a horrific leg injury. He dislocated his kneecap. He snapped his leg. I saw the actual cut up of the film of it. Man, it was bad, bro. He got hurt bad. Quinshon Judkins got hurt bad. So it's going to be Rocket Sanders starting this week. You might get a little Sampson, the little bitty fella from Tennessee, but it ain't going to be that much. What's up, Afton girl? What's cracking lacking? Good to see you, Afton. Good to see you in the live chat, man. Rise Sports Guru, man. Steelers need to give the Browns the remember the Titans business and leave no doubt. That's absolutely huge facts. That's the gift that we need this week. It's holiday season. It's gift-giving season. We need the Pittsburgh Steelers to shore this damn thing up for us and give us this gift of a playoff berth, 4 straight wins in a row, and do what we need to do. What's up, Joshua, man? What's cracking, man? What's cracking? We need to do what we need to do and get the gift. Now, how this can be done, and this is my final thought. How this can be done. What'd you say, Mean Green? Big J, the Steelers need to put the Cleveland Clown Show out of their misery once and for all this Sunday. Well, they've been out of their misery. Let's not get it. Listen. If they hold on to Kevin Stefanski as the head coach, I'm gonna be shocked because it was diabolical that they even drafted Dylan Gabriel and started him in front of Shador Sanders. That was absolutely horrible. So Stefanski, that alone, you should lose your job. The only thing that the team's going to rally around and play for this week is for Myles Garrett to try to get the sack record. But they've been out of their misery. So let's be perfectly clear. The Clowns ain't got nothing. But every year, something happens to us in Cuyahoga County. But this team, I don't need that happening this year. I don't need my Pittsburgh Steelers to go to Cuyahoga and get the triple. I need them to go to Cuyahoga and handle their business and get the hell on out of there with a W and no injuries. That's what I need, man. What's up, Ronald the Tenant, man? Good to see you. You said UC Tankathons currently has us drafting Malachi Lemon in the first round. How do you feel about him as a potential pick? They gave us a trash Nussmeier in the second. I saw that. Me and my son-in-law was talking about it. Nobody taking Nussmeier. Get his ass out of here. But Malachi Lemon is nice. I mean, I'm not mad at it. But I think we need a green dot linebacker. But that's another show for another time. I want Sonny Styles from Ohio State. I mean, once again, I'm being biased, but we need a legitimate 6'4", 250-pound green dot linebacker that can run like a deer. So if I have my choice out of Malachi Lemon, Carnell Tate, and Sonny Styles in the first round, I'm taking Sonny Styles. That's just me. Extra Black says, somebody explain to me why do they continue to play Cook? He's a liability everywhere. Play Chuck Clark. You mean Curious George? Because we got injuries in the defensive freaking backfield. Curious George freaking sucks. He's horrible. But we got to play him. But I don't know why he keeps getting a helmet in front of gets playing time in front of Peppers. I don't know, man. I don't know. Petey, what's up, man? He said, Big G, what's good? This is the Brownie Super Bowl. It is, bro. It is. It is. So they're going to play. They playing for that Myles Garrett record, bro. 60 Cook was a long snapper as well. You are absolutely that's absolute facts. He was a long snapper. First he played quarterback, then he was a long snapper, and they had to find him a position. So it was like, okay, we'll put 50 pounds on this kid. Playing left tackle. You'd have probably bulked up and got about 60 or 70 pounds now. Absolutely. And he's a freaking dog. Let's not get it twisted. If you haven't watched the tape, make sure you go check the tape out. He actually killed him in the tape. His tape was A+, all the way across the board. And that sack wasn't even really on him. The sack wasn't even really on him. If you go back and look, the 2 sacks that Detroit got, one of them was on Rodgers. The other one was because when they did the handoff block between Fautanu and McCormick, they messed up the little timing of it. And that's how Hutchinson was able to get the other sack. But one of them sacks was on Rodgers. So Cook ain't giving them no sacks, no pressures, no nothing. Dog left tackle. All right, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you check me out tonight over on there on the Big Show on my boy Big B on Steelers Almighty. We're going to be talking strong tonight. Man, the grades, listen, they getting big presents over there tonight on the Big Show on Steelers Almighty. They might get the best grades they're going to ever get from Big G ever for what they did against the Detroit Lions. We're going to have a great conversation tonight. We're going to talk in depth about the DK Metcalf issue. We're going to talk about the injuries, issues with the Pittsburgh Steelers. We're going to talk as well as about some of the depth issues and what we think the Steelers are going to do to offset DK being gone, and really How far can this team go considering the 2025 season? We're all going to be talking about that. Make sure you like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Follow the podcast. Follow all the content on the KnoItAllz podcast channel. Tomorrow night, the crew is going to be back with the Pump Your Brakes podcast. It's going to be a pre-recorded show. It'll actually be pre-recorded for the PYB. You'll see the Smash the Gas podcast with the crew. That'll be a live show. Make sure you guys all tune into that with the Triple OG, Shannon, Afton, and my boy Tay Boy Fresh. They'll be over there breaking down the game for the Browns and figuring out what we got to actually do. And, of course, I'll be back on Sunday with the dang on 2-minute warning, and you're going to have to buckle up this week because we'll be back live with the Sunday show for the 2-minute warning and the KnoItAllz this week on the KnoItAllz podcast channel. Listen, man, as for your boy Big G, I appreciate all y'all rocking out again on the Noonday channel. Have a great and wonderful weekend. Happy holidays to all you guys, wherever you celebrate. I say Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you and your family from Steelers Nation. We'll holler at y'all tonight. Have a great and wonderful day. Peace.